So I'm not gonna do a lot of talking. I'm about to try to just get straight to work. Actually, I don't need these headphones. Not today. Alright, so this video is all about how to play in all 12 keys. Alright, get your notepad, get you some snacks. Alright, get your notepad. If you want to get some popcorn, get your barbecue twisties. Get your sneaky snacks. Ritz! Ooh, I got snacks for days. Yo, hoes! Alright. Alright. Snack away. Alright. And let's get to work. Make sure you have some napkins and some hand sanitizer so you don't get all that stuff on your keyboard. And get you a drink. I like to drink this after I've eaten like some certain type of food. Or water, juice, whatever it is that you like to do. Alright. Get you a pencil or a pen, whichever you like to use. Get you a notebook of whatever type you desire, so you can start writing. Alright, whatever notebook you can come up with, notepad, whatever. Get something and start writing. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll line things up on what I want to do. Alright, to be able to play on all 12 keys. Alright, so let me make up something right quick. I'm always making stuff up. I should probably just do my category thing. Category I and J. Maybe I might just do that. Or, let me find me a little page here. Got a little empty spot right here. And this is say, I want to learn, let's see, a tune that might be an E flat. Okay, a tune that might be an E flat. And I've already learned my skills, so I don't need to do all that. I already know my number system. I've already practiced on that before I did this video. Or in my sleep. And then I've already figured out what the chords is from the 1 to the 7. If you haven't done that, what you need to learn how to do is your scales. Alright, learn to do your scales. Write this down. / number system. You want to do these two things at the same time. Now, you can go back in some of my videos, you'll see that I've already broke this down step by step. And also the chords that's associated to the number system in the scale. Alright, I call this the formula. This is your formula. Now, after you've learned your formula, you want to now listen to a tune and identify pattern. What is the pattern of the song? Okay, probably even before you start learning the song, I probably should have said, here, let's find out what the key is in. Because remember, we're talking about how to play in all 12 keys. So what's the key? And then we need to learn what's the pattern of how the song goes. Then that will refer us back up to here to our scale / number system and chords that's associated to the song with that pattern. So once we identify the key, the type of song you want to listen to, and hear how the pattern is, we should have already practiced our scale and our number system and the chords that's associated to it. So now, when I go to pick a song, all right, in E flat, I just use that one in E flat. Let's say the song started on the 6th. If I already know my scale already, right? E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, D, back to the E flat. The number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Now let's put chords to it. Let's switch over my drawbar settings and let's put chords on the 1, E flat. Now I did my inversion. Well, my left hand's trying to get away again. Okay, now my left hand did get away this time, right? We're gonna go to the 2 chord, F minor, root position, right? First version, second version, back to root. First version, second version. Left hand, you're not getting away, not today, right? Right? That's what we call practice. The 3 chord is a G minor root position. First inversion, second inversion, back to root, back to first inversion. Oh, G minor, I'm sorry. And second inversion, right? 4 chord, number 4 now. Remember, we set the scale in the number system. They all go together in the chords. They all go together. Okay? So on the 4, we have A flat, root position, first inversion. Second version, root, first, second. I'm making my left hand work for sure. Now, this is real practice, y'all. I'm on the practice time, like right now. Okay. Then we go into the 5 chord, B flat, number 5, B flat, root, first inversion, second inversion, root, first inversion. Okay. Now we're going to the 6th chord, C minor, root position, first inversion, second inversion, root, first, second. I'm making that left hand work. All right, last chord, number 7. If you know how to count from 1 through 7, you are in the musical game. All right, you're in the musical game. All right, game, group, family, whatever. Right, you're in. You in. So if you know how to count from 1 to 7 and 7 back to the 1, you are in. Now there is a such thing of called continuation of the number system. What comes after 7? That's right, 8. Right, and moving forward. Then you have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and back to the 1, I believe. I'm guessing the 14, right? But people may say after the 13, just go back to the 7 and back to your 1. I don't know. I'm just guessing. All right. Now that we got that out the way, now all we need to do is listen to a tune of some sort. Or maybe we don't have to listen to a tune at all. Because why is that? Well, I said, well, with my 6th chord, did we go to our 7th chord? Let's do our 7th chord first, and then we move forward. Well, our 7th chord is D flat, D flat. All right, D diminished 7, root position. F diminished 7, A flat diminished 7, or G sharp diminished 7. B diminished 7. It can be down here, it can be up here, wherever you want to voice it. Right? It's kind of dark. D diminished 7, F diminished 7, A flat diminished 7, or G sharp diminished 7, B diminished 7. Guess what? We're back to the same spot again. To an inversion, D diminished 7, F diminished 7, A flat or G sharp diminished 7, B diminished 7, or C flat diminished 7, and guess what? We're back to where we started out. We're just doing octave higher, low, and then moving forward. So now we covered all 7 chords. All right, what was our first chord? Number 1. The 1 chord was a major, MJ for short. My 2 chord was a minor chord, MI for short. My 3 chord, or my 3rd chord, is minor, MI for short. My 4th chord was a major, MJ for short. My 5th chord, MJ, all right, major, all right, for short. And my number 6 chord was MI, minor, right? And number 7 was diminished, DIM for short. Now you are in the game. Now all I have to do is listen to a tune of whatever, pick something. Oh, now I need to turn something on. Now I gotta turn my stuff off, right? But now I need to listen to a tune and determine, or maybe I don't have to listen to a tune. All I have to do is look at this and say, you know what, I want to do it. I want to create this chord progression. I'm going to create a chord progression based upon what I had already mentioned in key of E flat. E flat. Let me see. So how I want to create this chord progression? I want to do a 6. Let me see. So I want to do a 6. A 6. I want to do a 4. So I want to do a 6, 4. Let me see. A 1. All 3 of those chords right there. I have a minor move, a major move, and another major move in the key of E flat, y'all. Y'all follow what I'm saying? So my first chord I want to start out at is the 6th chord, which is a minor move. What's my minor move in the E flat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. C minor. So I'll put a C right there. Right? So I know I'm going to do a C minor chord. What's my next chord? I said I want to go to number 4. That's my 2nd chord. That's a major chord, A flat. I'm going to drop A flat right there. I'm just going to create a chord progression right quick. All right. My 3rd chord, I want to go to a major chord on the 1. What's my major chord on the 1 in E flat? E flat, I just gave it off to y'all. All right, so I'm going to put E flat. So I'm going to put this as my number 1 chord movement, my 2nd chord, number 2. This is going to be my 3 chord movement right there. And then I want to go to a 5 chord. I'm going to go to a 5 chord. That's going to be B flat, B flat major, right? All right, so that's going to be my next move, B flat 5. All right, so I got 4 chords right there. B flat. That's going to be my 4th chord. So my first chord is going to be the number 1, that minor move, C minor. Okay. What's my 2nd chord? I said I was going to go to A flat. All right. What's my next chord after that? 3rd chord, I'm going to go to E flat. And then my 4th chord, I'm going to go to B flat. Now, I've already created a chord progression just that quick, right? Now, I did it in my left hand, but let's do it in the right hand. And I'm going to try to choose what inversions do I want to use. Root position, minor move, first inversion of the minor move, second inversion of the minor move. Now, earlier you just saw me just go through 1 chord at a time, which was the root position. But had I just did my inversions, I can choose whatever inversion I want to use on the 6. Now, maybe I'll put the 6 in my pedals. And maybe the left hand. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, that's my first chord. My 2nd chord I'm going to go to is the 4 chord, major now. A flat. Wow. All right, then I'm going to go to my 1 chord. I guess I'll choose the first inversion instead of root. And then I'll go to my 5 chord, which is B flat. Now I got a chord movement. Oh. I just dropped the beat. See how simple that was? And now remember, I can choose my inversions if I wanted to go to the 6th move. Watch this. Oh, oh, oh. What? Then I can go to the A flat, A flat, the 4, and do inversions there. Or in reverse. And then I could do the same thing E flat and do reverse movement from top to bottom, E flat root, right? E flat 2nd inversion, or 1st inversion if I want to go that way, or up. And do the same thing with B flat, either going up or in reverse. Oh, okay. So now I've got a 4 chord progression already. Okay, I have a 4 chord progression already, all ready to rock and roll. Right, and now it's all about let's see what I can do with it. 6 to the 4. to the 1. Look, I just created a chord progression already. To the 5, back to the 6, to the 4. I'm doing inversion now. To the 1, inversions. To the 5. I'm just doing inversion that time. To the 6. To the 4. To the 1. Ba da da da. To the 5. Back to the 6. Now I can be creative with the left hand. Some more, right? But I started it out like this. 4. To the 1, the 2, and all I did was the 2 into the 1, the 3, right? 2 into 3, you know, because it 1, 2, 3, and just being fancy now. I'm not just being a little fancy, just baby fancy. B flat, double up. Right. So now I got a 4-chord progression. How to play it all that in all 12 keys is simple. All right, very, very simple to do in all 12 keys, right? Because now we want to take that same information and we want to mosey along up the next key. All right, very simple and easy. Okay. All right, so now let's take that same idea and let's go to the key of D with it, or you know what? Let's go to the key of E with it. Let's go to D with it. Let's go a half step back. Simple process. So if I was playing a C minor chord, what's the chord in reverse of the C minor chord? B. All right, so that means that's my 6. I have to choose which inversions I want to use to make my left hand work. Root position, first inversion, and then second inversion. Okay, so that's my 6th chord. Number 6 chord. I can choose whichever inversion I want to use. Now I want to go to the 1 chord, or actually the 4 chord. What's my 4 chord in D? 1, 2, 3, 4, G. G. So to the 6, to the G on the what? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, G. Right. Then I go to the 1 in D. Okay. And then I go to my 5 chord in D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A. Transposing made simple, easy. You know, it's not as hard as it might appear. Right. So now we're in a 2nd key of D now. Now I choose how I want to voice the movement, or I choose what inversion I want to use. To the what? 4 chord, G. It's literally like right there in front of me. Then to the D chord. And I can choose whatever inversion I want to use, right? Then to the 5 chord, A. Right? So if I go back to the first key, let me see, make sure this is not as loud as I don't want it to be. So let's go back to the first key, E flat. 1, 2, 3, and 6. To the 4. To the 1. To the 5. Sorry about that. Back to the 6. To the 4. Sorry, y'all. 4 to the 1. I got my things mic'd up. To the 5. Do an inversion. Inversion. 5. See how easy that was? Simple, right? And I didn't even have to write it down. All I have to do is say, you know what? All right, I did E flat, check mark. Matter of fact, highlight it. Been there, done that, right? Now I want to go to D and do a half step back. Let's go to the key of D. We're going to play this in all 12 keys. 4 chords. Four chords. Right? 4 chords. Half step back. I got the concept already. Now, if I had not learned my skills already, this might be maybe a little difficult, and maybe not. Maybe all I have to do is just look at my doggone hands and know that I'm playing a minor chord of some sort. Half step back. Half step back the chord. And then, you know, do left hand trying to get away again. And do the inversions and decide what inversion I want to use. So, 6 to the 4G, because A flat down to G. To the 1 E flat. Actually D. I was gonna say E flat down to D. The 1. And then I go to the 5, which is B flat to A, half step back. You know what I'm saying? F by a D minor to the what? G. Which I'm going to the 4 now. I'm just following this pattern based upon the scale / number system / chord. We are talking about the Nashville formula. So once I figure that out, I go, oh, I can do the rest of this by sight. To the 1. So now I can kick the beat off. You know what I'm saying? My bad. My bad. Personal. And I'm doing an inversion. Alright, so second key, done. Highlight, bam. Alright, next key. Let's do this in, we're going to do a chromatic going in reverse. So let's go to C sharp / D flat. C sharp / D flat. Same scenario. I saw what my minor chord was, which was what? That B minor chord? Yeah, left hand trying to get away again. So y'all remember that B minor chord? Half step back is B flat minor. And of course I know my root position. First inversion and the second inversion, y'all. So that is what my 6th chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To the 4, half step back for my G is what? That's right. F sharp or G flat chord, the 4. Of course, the 1, C sharp, first inversion. I'm just repeating the same chord I played a minute ago. And then we go to the 5 chord. Y'all already know what the 5 chord is. A flat. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Now, if I say C sharp, this is G sharp, G sharp major chord. So now I had 6 to the 4. And it's like kind of in a way, if you see and look at this, it's kind of like all I have to do is lift up and go right to it. In all 12 keys, wherever that minor chord is, all I have to do is lift up to the chord. Lift up to the 4. And the minor will B flat minor. Lift up to the 4. Go back down to the to the 1. And then go over. Let's cross the street, so to speak. No, let's kind of walk. Let's walk over to the next block and bring me to the 4. Kind of sort of. This kind of funny way of looking at it. So now to the 4. I was on the 6 to the 4. 1. Now go to the 5. A flat. That time I went to root. So remember, you can do your inversions. Once you learn your inversion, your scales in all 12 keys, you practice these chords, that formula in all 12 keys of your chords, your number system, the notes, your scales, the notes, the number system, all right? And the chords is going to bring you to these chords. Because now once you learn the formula, you just now learning pattern, how the song might be directing or going in a specific direction. Oh. So now I have already finished that key, and it don't take all day. Next key. Right, this is stuff that can be done simply especially for a beginner musician. Oh my God, I wish some of y'all do some videos for me for y'all beginner musicians. Show me how far you. I'm not asking you to do all 12 keys, but show me how far you can get. If you can get to 6 keys or even 3, that's great. Maybe you could do 3 keys every day or every other day, depending on your mindset and how much time you got on your hands. Let's go to the key of C. All right, let's smash up C. Same scenario. I had that B flat minor chord. Half step back from the B flat minor is what? A minor. A minor. In the key of C scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The C minor chord. Root position. First inversion, second inversion. Root position, first inversion. There it is. Second inversion. If you have learned your scale number system and the chords associated to the number system. I did break them down, all right, in one key. So once you learn it in one key, you can do it in all 12 keys. I did it in E flat, which was my 1 chord was E flat. My 2 chord was F minor. My 3 chord was G minor. My 4th chord is A flat major. B flat 5 major chord. 6 is the minor chord, C minor. Number 7 is D diminished 7. Earlier you saw me just playing it down here low in the left hand. And it was a little dark. At the end of the day, I'm able to play it with my left hand. And repeat. I'm just doing an octave higher. Because I'm making my left hand work. Because I'm right-handed, so I know my right hand is going to ace this all day. Like, ace it all day. Okay, so after that last key, all I had to do was look at what the last key was, the last chord was, and half step back. A minor. Root position, first inversion, the second inversion of the A minor chord. I already know where my 4 is going to be because all I have to do is move the finger over and I'm at the 4, which is F major. And of course my C major chord, first inversion. Root position, first inversion. Second inversion. Make sure you learn your inversions for those specific chords because it's going to be your best friend. So now, 6 to the 4. My finger's going to fall right to it. Alright? My finger's right next door to it. 1, that's already. Alright, and then my 5 is G, second inversion. Root position. Y'all had played this earlier. So now I can play the song. I'll play it up. 2, 6, 4. Now I went to second inversion that time. Root. 1, 2 to 5 of G. G. My bad. Sometimes it's hard to talk and do it at the same time. That's how I did inversion. Okay, cool. So now we got the key of C knocked down. All right. What's the next key we can go to? Let's go to B. Let's just smash B out. All right. Let's go ahead and smash the key of B. And it's just 4 chord progression. Just a 4 chord progression we're going to B now, right? Making it simple and easy. It's not that difficult. If my left hand can do it, hey, I'm an OG. Right now, OG. I'm almost 100 years old. I'm halfway. I'm halfway to 100. All right. So if I'm halfway through 100, I can do it I know y'all can do this. Pull this off. So the last thing I was on there was that A minor, right? Half step back from the A minor is what? That's right, A flat minor. And learn my inversions, right? Knowing that I'm playing either the root position. I'm sorry, I'll go to the root position in a second. So the root position of A flat minor will be this. Well, I guess I do that. That's root position right here. Then the first inversion. And then we have the second inversion. So now I can bring it up. Right? And we're doing this in the key of B, right? So I want to go to the 6 in B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Where am I heading to? That's right, the 4 in B. 1, 2, 3, 4, E. The hand kind of fall right to it. And then B. Remember, learn your inversion. So I have to choose which inversion I want to use. Right? Choose whatever inversion I want to use. Whichever inversion I want to use. So now my left hand wants to get involved by playing chords, but I'm just trying to keep it a single note. So you can see how easy this is. Right, so that's the 6 to the E, which is your 4. B is your 1. Root position. Alright, and then F sharp your 5. And remember, I could do my inversion. Root position, the first inversion, second inversion. Whichever voicing I want to use. Oh, I forgot what I'm going with. See, so anybody can bust this out if you really want to, right? So here's that market again. Y'all probably say, man, you on your way. You know what? When I practice stuff, I practice with some simplicity. All right, I practice with some simple ways of doing things. My phone about to go dead over here. I try to practice and keep things simple. All right, simple. Simplicity is key. And then I'll throw the little bit extra stuff if I feel that I need to do it. I watch a lot of videos and I see several musicians out saying that, you know, no, you don't need to be fancy with things from off the gate, especially if you're a beginner musician and you're just getting going, so to speak. You don't have to be fancy in the beginning. You can choose to do that if you desire. It's up to you. I mean, I'm not here to tell you that don't keep it fancy, or but I would say if you're starting out, you will want to try to get the basic stuff, you know. And then later on, you can throw your flares as you go. So if you learn some flares along the way, drop your flares. All right. So the key of B, we got the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. My fingers drop down to the 4. Right. My other finger come up to the 1. My other finger come over, bring me to the 5. I'm doing second inversion, first inversion, or root, depending on which direction I want to go. Oh, so you know, now that you know, if I want to do fancy a little bit, well, if I want to do all that other extra stuff, that's later. All right, skip what I just heard. All right. So 1, 6 to the 4, to the 1, to the 5. The only way you be able to pull this off, you have to learn your scales. What I mentioned at the top, your scales, your notes. You need to learn your scale, your number system, and the chords that's associated to the number system. Major, minor, minor, major. That concept repeats in all 12 keys, all right? Major, minor, diminished, back to major again. So if you know your 7-chord formula, scale, number system, and all 12 keys, they repeat over again, just in a different key. Now, B is not the All right. So far, I've already knocked down what? 2, 3, 4, 5 keys already. Let's go to the sixth key. And it don't take long. B flat. Let's go B flat. So B flat is my 1. C2, E3. I'm sorry. C B flat 1, C2, D3, E flat 4. All right. F5, G6. Number 7 is A. Back to the 1 technically, right? Or 8. If I use the word continuation of the number system. All right, so now I'm gonna B flat. All I have to do is find what the 6th chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G minor. I played it earlier. Decide what inversion, root position, virgin, or do I want to start it on the 2nd virgin in B flat? All right, I got the 6. Where am I headed, y'all? To the 4 in what? B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played this chord earlier, E flat, y'all. Now, I forgot to mention that as you go up the key scale, you're going to start recognizing the notes that you learn in your scales. Yep, that part. And all 12 of the key signatures, you're going to start recognizing that you are repeating some notes just under a different number system, which means you're going to repeat chords just under a different number system and or the key signature. I might play this B chord again. I might play this A chord somewhere again. I might play this C minor chord again. I might play this C sharp minor chord somewhere. I might play this A flat again. Y'all follow what I mean? I might play this F sharp chord again. The F chord again. The C chord again. Yes, just in a different key signature under a different number system. It's going to be some of the chords that I'm going to play again, over and over again, but just in a different key. So we're going to go to B flat. I just wanted to throw that little secret out there just in case you don't know about it. You will find out that you're going to play chords you already just played a minute ago in another key, literally in another key. So B flat, we have it as my 1 major. I played that chord earlier. I already know the inversion, so I don't need to practice this no more. All right, the 2 chord, C minor. I don't need to do the inversion of that anymore because I already did it. I literally just did this earlier. Now my D minor chord might be a different story. Maybe I didn't do a D minor earlier. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That's my 3 chord. 1, 2, 3. Or maybe I did do it earlier. Yes, I did do it earlier. Okay, maybe I didn't. Okay, maybe I did not. Had I told y'all, let's go to C. C, we have the 1 major, D minor number 2, y'all. E minor number 3, y'all. F major number 4, y'all. G major 5. A minor number 6, I said it earlier. And B diminished 7, which I told you what group it comes from the D diminished group. F diminished, A flat, or the G sharp diminished, and B diminished or C flat diminished. You're gonna find chords that you played earlier, but it's going to fall in a different key signature along the way. If I went up to the next key of C sharp or D flat, you're probably gonna say, wait, you just played that chord earlier. Yes, that is true. That was the 1. That F minor chord, I'm sorry, E flat minor chord, the 2 in D flat or C sharp, if you will, right? The F minor chord, the 3 chord, right? Okay, F sharp and G flat chord on the 4. You're gonna probably see that I'm gonna play this chord again. A flat on the 5. Oh, all right. B flat minor on the 6, and C diminished 7 on number 7. You're probably gonna see these chords again. No, not the word probably. You will see these chords pop up, but in a different key signature, under a different number system, specifically to whatever that key is. Okay, so let's move on to the key of B flat. So I have my 1 is B flat. Okay, I don't need to really do my inversions because I've already did it earlier. C minor, I already did it earlier, right? That's my 2 chord. Okay, that D minor chord, I didn't do it earlier. Okay, actually I did do it. Yeah, I didn't. Remember, I did it. When I said in the key of C scale, I have the 1. C major, the 2 is D minor, y'all. D minor, inversion, right? D minor. Okay, the 2 E minor. Remember those? Those are gonna come back. they're gonna come up as I keep going on and on with the key change. Okay, anyway, we're going back to B flat. We trying to learn to do this in all 12 keys, right? So B flat is the 1, C minor 2. I played it earlier, like I just told y'all. My 3 chord, my third chord is number 3, 1, 2, 3 in the scale. D minor, E flat, number 4. I literally just played that already. Remember? I played this chord earlier already. Y'all remember? In the key of E flat. I told you E flat was the 1. F minor 2, G minor 3. I told you these chords gonna come back, but in a different key signature. All right, so now I'm on a 4 in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4 in E flat. I had already played this chord earlier. That's right. Okay, y'all see what I'm saying? Now my 5 chord in B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's F major. Y'all saw me playing it earlier. All right, my 6th chord is G minor. Y'all see me playing it earlier. In another key earlier. Okay. All right. I think somebody caught on to this. And then last but least, we have the what am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The C diminished group or family. C diminished group or family. C diminished 7. E flat diminished, doing it in virgin. F sharp or G flat diminished 7. A diminished 7. Guess what? Octave higher. Back to where I started out at. Just doing octave higher. Yep. Oh. Okay, so now I'm in the key of B flat, playing 4 chords. So my first chord is on the 1, on the 6 is a minor chord. What is that minor chord in the key of B flat on number 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, G minor. Now I just pick when verge I want to use. O and 6 to the, you know the finger's gonna fall to the next chord, which is gonna be E flat to 4. It falls right to it. Of course, we're going to the 1, B flat, group position, first version, second version. Y'all see what I'm saying? I told you we're gonna fall to these chords as I did earlier. All right, so now we have the what? The 6 to the 4, right to the 1, and now we're going to what? To the 5. Y'all, I told y'all what it was. I gave it away earlier. F major. I gave it away earlier. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So it's easy. To the 1. Head to the 5. See, it falls right to it. Back to the 6. G minor. My bad. My bad. And nothing fancy. And then I can throw my other flares later, right, to the song if I want to switch it up and do some different stuff, right? So, once again, let's go ahead and mark it off. We are breaking it down step by step on how you could be able to play it all 12 keys as like a breeze. It's no big deal, right? Let's not make a big gigantic deal over it. All we have to do is learn our scales. Let's go to A scale. A, the 1. B minor number 2. C sharp minor 3. Oh, okay, I'm telling you what the chord is. Hold on. I'm going to tell you what the chord is and the nomen system at the same time. How about that? A major to 1. B minor number 2. Y'all remember me playing this earlier? C sharp minor 3. D major chord earlier. 4. 5. E major. I literally just played that not too long ago. 5 chord. And number 6 is F sharp minor chord. F sharp minor chord. And number 7 is G diminished 7. G sharp diminished 7. Because we in A, there's no flat. And you know what family it came from, the D diminished group. Okay, so now all I have to do is go to the 6 and A. Yeah, I'm in A, right? Let me write it down before I forget. So now I'm in the key of A. All right, so I just go to the 6th chord in A, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this? That what? F sharp minor chord. All I have to do is decide which inversion I want to use. Root position, first inversion, second inversion. Right. to the what? Yeah, the finger's gonna fall to it, to the 4, D. Then the finger should fall or go to A. Whether I want to play the root positions or whatever one was closest to me, whatever the chord that was closest to me was the first inversion of A. Or I could have went to root. If you notice, I did an invert. And I did this little finger crawl while I was holding that chord. All right, root position, first inversion or second inversion. Or I could have played the second inversion underneath, depending on which direction I was coming from. All right, so I got my 4, 6 in A. If I want to get fancy with and mess around with the song and change it up, but keeping it, y'all heard the word, keep it in the pocket, right? Come down to the D, 4, go over to A, right? And then we go to the 5, which is my 5 chord, E, E, in whatever inversion you want to choose. All right, so let's get a beat to it. 6, 4, falls right to it. Falls to the 1. Let me see. E. I'll try to decide why I want to go second inversion. Alright, so you see, song simple. Check mark. Before you know it, you'll be done with all 12 keys in a short amount of time. Because why? You're focused. Right? You're locked in on that one song. Alright? Or just chord progression. I ain't even said what song we was doing. I'm just doing chords. But believe me, it's a song. It's an actual song. I'm just messing with this in all 12 keys, right? All right, now we did the chromatic going in reverse. I did that on purpose because I wanted to let you know you can chromatically go in reverse or you can chromatically go up. You could ascend or descend, all right? All right, so let's go to A flat next. Okay, all right, so we're almost done with all 12 keys in a short amount of time, and it didn't take us all day. All right, so it's 5:30. So I already know what voicing I want to use for A flat, right? Because all I have to do is look at the last key that I literally just played, and that minor chord, F sharp minor chord, this is the first inversion, second inversion. So what comes before F sharp minor? That's right, F minor. Yeah, F minor, and I already know what version I want to use, the second version. Right, so we are in the key of A flat, and I'm starting on the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to what? To the 4. What's my 4? D flat. I told you we was gonna play these chords. I told you we was gonna play them. And then we have the 1. I told you we was gonna play them again. A flat. Right, and then we played E flat a minute ago, which is the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We literally just played these chords. E flat. Just that quick. So, it goes right to it. Goes right to the chord. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Now I can be fancy with it. You see, I can be fancy with it now because I've learned the simple concept behind the madness, right? So yeah, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, F minor. Now I already know what the next key gonna be because I can see my F minor. What comes after F minor, y'all? Or before F, E minor. So F minor, E, that's the E minor. So we have F minor, and then all I'm gonna do is half step back to the next key, which is we're gonna go to the key of E with it. We have the C sharp minor. Hold on. Did I just say C sharp minor? Scratch what I just said. Yeah. So we have the F minor root position, and then the next move we should go to an E minor chord because we're going to go do this in the key of E. half step back. I already know what the chord is gonna be now at this point. Put it like this, y'all. By the time I got to the second key, technically I had did the first key. By the time I got to the second key, I would have blew through this in like that, in less than a minute or so, 60 seconds. I would have already blew through this whole thing already and would have been finished this in 7 minutes. 4 chords in 7 minutes. Okay. All right, so we did this in A flat now, right? So let's go and do it in the key of G. Let's go a half step back and let's go to G. All right. The reason why I was gonna pick E because that was the next step up higher from E flat. But we're going in reverse, y'all. We're doing this in reverse. All right. So we're gonna go to the key of G. Right. We just got a few more to go and we done. All right. We are done with this. So the F minor chord was in front. We want to go to the key of G. In the key of G, I just look for my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 E minor. I just said it what it was. Right, so I got my 6th chord. Where's my 4th chord, y'all? Exactly, I played it earlier. C. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. I literally played it earlier, and I played the G chord earlier. Now it's the 1. Right, and then my 5 chord is D. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I literally just played these chords earlier. Did I not play them earlier? I told you it was coming up. Okay, C, my bad. Now I'm doing inversion. Doing inversion. 6 to the 4, C major. I told you it was coming up. 4 to the 1, G. I played this earlier. To the 5, D. Game on. It's not that hard. It's really extremely simple, easy peasy, if you will, right? If I can do it, I know you all can do it as well as a beginner level musician and maybe intermediate level musician. I'm pretty sure everybody out there who is advanced musicians, y'all can kill on this all day. All right, y'all already arrived. All right, those are musicians who's already arrived. They can play everything and anything in all 12 keys. All right, they have already arrived, but we haven't arrived yet, so we're on our way to catch up. All right, and somebody would say, my wife used to say, good luck. Good luck, babe. I'm like, you cold, man. You a cold cadaver. So what's the next key after G in reverse? F sharp / G flat, right? Okay. So I already know what the chord is already. I've been knowing what these chords is because I had already practiced these chords in transposing. But I'm just helping somebody out to understand that all you have to do is in reverse your minor move, half step back, is E flat minor, depending on the key signature you're in. If we use the word F sharp, then this is going to be D sharp minor, okay? But if we use the key of G flat, that's why I said F sharp / G flat, then I'm going to give you both of the world, if you will, the sharp and the flat movement. All right, so an E flat minor chord or D sharp minor chord on the 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And remember, you have to have already learned your scale. If you have not, I gave you the idea of how you get there. Learn your scales in all 12 keys. Learn the number system together. All this is in one shot. And your chords, they're all in one shot. Right? They're not all separate. You can do them all at one time. Like I just said, F sharp or G flat to 1. In my inversions, y'all. 2 chord as G sharp minor, root position. Or if I use the word A flat, it would be G sharp. This could be F sharp or G flat major chord. 1. 2 chord is G sharp or A flat minor chord. In my inversion. 3 chord, B flat minor or A sharp minor, depending on the key signature you say you in. Okay, all right. The 4 chord, B major or C flat. If you say you in key of G flat, it can be B major or C flat. The 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to the 5 chord. It can be C sharp or D flat, C sharp, or D flat chord. We already know that inversion. Root position first, inverted second, inverted root first, second. Up the keyboard, right? And now we're on the sixth chord. It can be E flat minor or D sharp minor, it depending on the key signature you say you in. And last but least, number 7 is F diminished. F diminished. However, remember, we know what group it came from. The D diminished group. All right, so we have the F diminished 7. So we already know the group it came from. There's 3 different groups of diminished group. The D diminished group, the C sharp or D flat diminished group, and the C diminished group. You have inversions. Root position of the C diminished 7, E flat or D sharp diminished 7, F sharp or G flat diminished 7, and A diminished 7. We go up to the next diminished group. This is a bonus right here, y'all. This bonus. Put that down. Bonus. I'm giving y'all the bonus right now. This is a D flat or C sharp diminished 7, E diminished 7, G diminished 7, A sharp or B flat diminished 7. You're just doing inversions. You're just doing inversions, y'all. All right. Now y'all got all 3 diminished groups. D diminished group, I had already said it earlier. F diminished group, in the D diminished group, it's the D diminished group with the D diminished group is D diminished 7, F diminished 7, A flat or slash G sharp diminished 7, and the B diminished 7 or C flat diminished 7. All right, so now you see that? This is a bonus. Okay, now let's move forward to this song, or these chord progressions that I'm created, and all 12 keys using 4 chords. On the 1, we're going to actually, on the 6, we're going to the 6. Right? I just created a pattern. Find the 6 in E flat, D, F sharp, and G flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minor. Right? What's my next chord? Number 4. What is it, y'all? 1, 2, 3, 4. B or C flat. And then my 1 chord. I'm telling you, the finger falls to it. This is the first and second. Remember, learn your inversions, right? All right, and then now we're going to the 5 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. D flat or C sharp. Oh, you see how easy that was? To the 4. To the 1. To the 5. Back to it. You see, I could be. See, now the hand wants to be creative with the left hand, wants to be creative with the, and giving you more notes to kind of change things up a little bit, right? It happens, right? Well, you will want it to happen that way, right? Cool. Let's knock off this one, okay? And so now we have, let's see what key we have now. 1 E. I think we have E left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. All right, so our next key after F sharp is F. All right, so we're going to smash out F. The next one after that is E, and we're done. All right, so we're on the key of F. So the same scenario. What was the minor chord I just recently played? That's right, E flat minor. Half step back is D minor. Right, to go to the key of the movement in F. If I know my scale in F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is, D minor. Of course, I know my inversion. Root position first, inversion second, inversion. All right, what number do I go to now? The 4, B flat. I played it earlier. And F, I played it earlier. Remember, you're doing inversion. And then what? Y'all gonna crack up laughing when I tell you what chord you're finna go to now. That's right, the 5. We played it earlier. And literally, not too long ago, a few minutes ago. C major chord. And so, yeah, so. see what I'm saying? You can be creative with doing other extra stuff in the middle. Or, you got enough time to throw some chords in there along the way. Scratch what y'all just heard me doing. So D minor, right? The 6, and then we go to the 4, which is B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we go into the 1 F major. I told you I played these chords earlier. All right, and then we go to the 5 C major. I played these chords earlier, over again already. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark off that key F, and last key is gonna be E. I already went ahead and marked it off, and let you know that hey, this is not that difficult. Oh, actually, yeah, this is not that difficult. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we have the last key, E, piece of cake. That should be so much of a piece of cake because remember I had played E flat earlier, and I knew that this was gonna be what? My C minor chord. So half step up is the C sharp minor move, and then I decide which inverted. All right. So now go to the 6 and E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a piece of game because I already this is a piece of game, piece of easy work here. Now I know I go to the 4, which was A flat, half step up is A. I played this chord earlier in another key, and then E. I played this chord earlier too, several times, matter of fact. More than a few times, put it that way. And then to the 5 and B. I played this chord. Remember, we be playing the chords over again. It just on a different number system, but you're gonna play chords over again. So. Now I can mess around with it. Anyway, to the 4, to the 6, to the 4, A, to the 1, head into the 5. You see, I can throw extra, but I know I'm going to the 5. Game over. Game over. Now you are in the musical game because it's that simple. For real, it's that simple. All right, it is that super simple to build a chord progression out of something by learning your skills, your number system, and the formula. That formula. All right, listen to the song and see what the pattern is going to be. Identify the key. Figure out what the song you want to pick once you listen to whatever that song is. And then know that you got 7 notes, which is your scale. 7 notes, 7 numbers, and 7 chords that you can pick from. All right, and then you on your way. And you can play those 4 chords in all 12 keys. That's just the start, right? That's like the start of your musical world, right? So if I pull up a song, let me drop the volume real quick. And let me see, pull up this version. Let's see, fast forward right quick and check it out. What number we on? 4.
There's nobody like you.
1. Here we go to 5.
You, Lord.
I don't even need to listen to the band because I hear already in her voice of how she's singing the song.
You in all the earth.
She's pitching the key.
To lift you.
She's pitching her key.
Actually, we freely do it.
She's pitched the key. Now, if I don't have perfect pitch, I don't have perfect pitch, y'all. So, I do know my vocal tone, my personal vocal tone is C. That's my vocal tone. That is my vocal tone. My vocal tone is the key of Z. Can I get in wins with the gold? That's my vocal tone, C, right? So how do I find a person's vocal tone or the key that they may be in? I listen for it for a bit, for a couple of seconds, and be like, okay, hold on, she's talking.
Freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship. We freely worship.
How did I do it? So if I know my vocal tone is C, now you know that C note is in the E, a C minor move. By the way. That's by the way. So when I was listening to her vocal tone, I was like, C, D flat. See, I'm doing it before D, E flat. So when I heard her vocal tone, she starts to pitch the key.
We freely worship.
Now she repeats, we freely worship E flat. So now I knew where she was gonna go. Right now, once she starts singing the song,
and we cry, oh,
and we cry, oh. 5, 6, 5, 1, and we cry, oh. I already knew we was in E flat. Okay, so watch this.
oh.
Okay, so and we cry, oh. That put me on the 6. Okay, that's gonna put me on the 4. A flat.
Oh, there's nobody like you, Lord.
There's nobody like you, Lord. Put me on the 1.
Nobody like you, Lord.
Nobody like you, Lord. So she going 4, 4, 4. Remember that put me on the 1. That put me on the 1. And then she's gonna go 3, 3, 3, 2. That puts me on the 5, B flat. I figured it out before she got started, y'all. Watch this. Here we go. 6.
Oh,
6.
oh,
To the 4. I just did the chorus.
there's nobody like you, Lord.
E flat 1.
Nobody like you, Lord.
B flat 5. That's it.
Oh, there's nobody like you, Lord.
1.
Nobody like you, Lord.
5.
And we're crying.
Again.
Oh,
4.
nobody like you,
That's it.
Lord. That's all the song says.
That's it.
No.
That's
Say
it.
yes.
I didn't need the band. I figured it out when she started singing the vocal tone part of it. But my ears, while she was doing her melody line, my ears went straight for the bass line. See, oh, oh, A flat, and I like it on, and I like it on. So now I got my own little thing. Let me see, now I can make up my own stuff at this point. I go where I want to go. I can go where I want to go now. Alright, y'all probably saying, man, what is all them fat chords you doing over there? Alright, listen, y'all. My name is Andre Clark. I am the new cat on the line. Thank you for coming on in and watching what I'm doing. I'm sharing what I'm learning as I go. Right? So I'm sharing, as Aaron Hughes would say, what I know, you gonna know. What I learn, you gonna learn. But yeah, I'm just sharing back to show you how simple and easy this is. You can do this one song in all 12 keys, 4 chord progression, and you can blaze this out in a short amount of time. Of course, you might want to put yourself on a timeline like I did and say, listen, I'm going to spend 30 minutes doing this, or I'm going to spend 15 minutes doing this. I'm going to spend an hour, whatever it is that you're trying to do. I could have already finished doing this, like I said, in under 15 minutes, basically. But I took the time out to show you that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Once you learn those 4 chord progressions, they're in your spirit forever. It is in your heart forever. You cannot mess that up unless otherwise, well, I will say a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm gonna leave that part right there. But listen, thank you for coming in. Thank you for hitting that like button if you hadn't already did so. Thank you for subscribing to my page, my channel, and getting me blasted off so far. Blasted off. I wasn't expecting that, but thank everybody who has come in. Woo. Haven't had a second to check my emails to see if there's any new persons had come in and subscribed. My phone was about to go dead on me a minute ago, so I had to charge it up for a quick moment. But for those who have come in and subscribed recently, oh, just got one right on. Cool. AZIBE Bass. Thank you for coming in and subscribing. Woo! Oh my goodness, Lord have mercy. What's going on here? Listen, I'm this new cat on the block. My name is Andre Clark. I'm just bringing some contents to YouTube. I was on Facebook for many years, and so my traction there was doing whatever it was doing back then. So I started thinking, you know, maybe I need to bring my stuff to YouTube and try this for the first time. And believe it or not, I can't believe how it's blazing right now. Thank you guys, for those who have been subscribing. I don't have my glasses case in here with me, so I'm gonna add my new subscriber who has just came in on today, the 22nd. What up? Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, and I hope you're learning something. Thank you for hitting that like button, y'all. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for I'm a little happy right now. Anyway, subscribing to my channel and get me rocking and rolling here. That's just inspiring me to do more stuff, right? And laying it down, breaking it down, and showing y'all how we can get where we need to get to. All right, listen, I'm still working on my book. I'm working on the music book, y'all. So when that music book is finished and completed, I'm halfway there. I will let everybody know where my book is going to hit the market, so that you guys can purchase the book and take those chords and kill on them, right? I mean, kill on them chords. Y'all got to get these chords, man. I'm telling you. So thank you for coming in and subscribing, and don't forget to practice, stay focused, stay locked in on it, and keep it simple. If you want to be one of those musicians, you want to keep it simple in the beginning. And like I said, you can take stuff, like I said with this one song, keeping it simple. Matter of fact, actually, when my wife introduced this song to me, she's like, hey, we're going to do this on a Sunday. She gave it to me on a Saturday. We're going to do it on that Sunday morning. And I was like, oh. That's what I said, oh. When she gave me this tune, by the way, while we speaking about this, I had just learned this formula, y'all. This formula, that this major move, minor move, minor move, major move, minor, right, diminished, right? I was just learning my number system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right before the pandemic, right? Matter of fact, 2019, around about November or December or somewhere around, I know it's around my birthday, which is in November. And I just started learning this particular formula right here, literally. And I actually used this formula to learn that tune. And we sung it that Sunday morning, believe me. And believe me, I just kept it simple. I hit the track, the drummer was doing his thing, and I just played it simple. I didn't do nothing fancy. Now when I came back home, I was like, there's gotta be something else I could add to this. So I started thinking outside the box. And I started thinking, how can I make this song a little bit more fancier, right? So in the beginning, this way for this particular song and juicing it up and dressing it up a little bit because the pandemic came. And we really hadn't went back to the song yet, so that's why I'm messing with it now. So when we do go back to do this eventually, when my honey decide, hey, you know, we're gonna do this song next Sunday or the next Sunday after that or whatever, hey, let's just do that song. I'm ready. I'm ready, dude. I'm ready for it, you know. So ready, y'all. I'm ready. I'm ready to throw some of the juice. Right? I'm gonna be like OJ Simpson. Put the juice to it. I'm ready to throw some juice to the song, right? And, you know, and get with my drummer. We gonna have this song snapping. But so yes, I've learned some juice to put with it now instead of just, you know, which is nothing wrong with this, y'all. And I had some other ideas that I wanted to put with the song too. You know, a chord movement. Remember those D diminished 7? I told you, the C minor 9 chords. All right, I got some chords that put with it and redress it up a little bit, so it's not sounding so like, you know, super beginner level, right? I call it the super. No, just there's nothing wrong with being simple, y'all. If I had to play this way at church when I first learned the tune, that's how I'm playing. I'm gonna keep it simple and nothing fancy. And then when I start getting better, when I say better with it, you know. You know what I'm saying? Right? And there's nothing wrong with juicing it a little bit. Get, you know, put a little spice there, you know, put a little salt and pepper and some. My wife get this slap your mama sauce. Y'all better check that out. Slap your mama sauce seasoning. Oh my God, that slap your mama season is crazy, man. Slap your mama season? That's funny, man. All right, y'all. So thank you for coming in. I have to get up off here because I have to do it overnight, and so I thank you guys for coming in and subscribing to the page today. So I see just that one person that I was able to drop real quick. If there was any other person who's already come in and subscribing, I'll catch you later on tonight, and jot your name down in my little thingy, and go from there. And so thank you for subscribing, share. All right, hit that like button, share if you like the content, and whatnot, and share with your mom, or sister, or cousin, uncle, niece, nephew, whoever that wants to learn how to play and wants to come up and they're playing at whatever church y'all at, or gig, or groove, or whatever y'all trying to do. And we're gonna sit down and we're gonna learn some stuff. All right, listen, I got to get up off of here. So once again, thank you for those who have come in and helped my channel grow. Let's make this thing blow up. Let's get 10,000, 100,000, a million subscribers to my channel. I better watch what I pray for. Let me stop because yeah, let me stop. I had to watch what I pray for. You never know. All right, y'all, I got to go. Peace and love and cornbread. And say goodnight to my honey bunny. And so I can go take a nap. And I'll catch y'all later on. Peace and love and cornbread. Thank you, guys.